What podcast reviewer 37 describes as an indiscriminate hellish ride that I would not wish on my worst enemy. The industry's elite have said time and again, man, fuck those guys. Get ready, if your ears had butts, they'd about to be fucked. Welcome to the Butt Fuck Nowhere Show. Oh my god. Oh man. Anyways, this is going to be a fun ass episode of your favorite fuckery podcast, the Butt Fuck Nowhere Show. My name's Josh. I'm here today with good buddy Adam. Well,
Yes.
maybe not good buddy after this. He's going to fucking talk some shit right now.
Yeah, dude, because, I mean, shit, man, when you're ordering food, you think you would stick to what the menu offers, right?
Fuck you. It's available as an option.
Yes, but it's a secret menu and it's not fucking Burger King.
So then what's the point of a secret menu if you're not allowed to order it?
Because on most occasions, you would eat the thing as intended. And yes, I am also being hypocritical because I ordered both my burgers animal style.
So fuck you then, you fucking cocksucker.
Yes,
All right.
but there was extra. You made it extra complicated.
Okay, fuck off.
Well, okay, you tell them there.
All right, hold on. Well, before I get into that, okay, before we get into this, let me just do the plugs real quick. Go to Game Rage Magazine on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe. Also, Game Rage Mag on Twitter/X. If you want, I guess you can follow Adam at All Gas No Trash Official on Instagram.
Or don't.
Or don't. I don't give a fuck. Go check out the All Gas No Trash podcast. Also, if you want to be part of the elite and the few and the proud, you can go to substack.com/allgasnotrashofficial and you can hear Adam's wonderful musings about music and very factual and spreadsheet-like articles.
With none of the prestige of the Marines, yeah.
Yeah, none of the prestige. You can be few and proud, all right? Anyways, okay, so we'll talk about this real quick. So In-N-Out. Okay,
In-N-Out orders. In-N-Out.
So obviously this is our first week back on the wagon, essentially, as it were. And
this was the cheat day.
This was the cheat day, so we decided to get In-N-Out. Adam had a craving, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I could always go for some In-N-Out. So even with cheat day in mind, okay, you still, first of all, you don't want a double carb, all right? So I wanted fucking animal fries. So that means I'm not getting buns on the burger. That's just number one right there.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing that. Okay, so that's the reason why I got it protein style.
Well, hold up. You just say
Here's
what the order is. Say what the order is, and then say why you got each.
I got 2 double doubles.
Okay.
Protein style. I also got them animal style.
Yes. So
and then I also ordered it with a whole raw onion.
yes. Okay. So I didn't have a problem with any part of your order as far as like the quantity goes or anything like that.
Why are you complaining?
Because it was the specificity of the fucking order. It's like, it's like a 5-year-old saying, "Oh, I want a hamburger, but I only want the cheese and the hamburger.
Let me stop you right
no
there.
tomatoes, no lettuce, no mayo."
Let me stop you right there because the only thing I removed from a traditional double double is the bun. That's it. Everything else that I had was added on.
No, you said well done, whatever.
That was on the fries. And that's not removing something. I wanted the fries well done because the fries at fucking In-N-Out are usually soggy garbage. So if you have them make the fries well done, they keep them on there a little longer so that they fucking get crispy. Mm-hmm. So that's why I wanted the fries well done. I didn't want the burger well done.
And what did you ask for the onions?
I just asked for a whole raw onion.
Why?
Because I like raw onions.
Okay,
and that's
but
the only way they put it on there is they
as opposed to what? They serve it raw when you get it.
No, they give you the grilled onions on there. You have to ask for the whole raw onion.
It's not grilled. When you order a cheeseburger or a hamburger, it comes with the raw onion.
Yeah, it's just the little slivers. I want the whole raw onion. It's the whole circle with all the shit inside of it. That's what it is. It's,
okay, all right.
It's basically like saying extra fucking onion.
Okay, all right.
So I'm not even doing anything complicated. As a matter of fact, I've talked to the people at In-N-Out when I order it, and they tell me that they prefer, because I go, "Oh, sorry for all this shit." And they go, no, we prefer to make it because we don't got to fucking do a bun. You just throw some lettuce in there, the raw onion, that shit's already done. It's cold. We just take it out of the fridge, toss it in there, good to go. Super easy. We don't got to toast no buns. We don't got to fuck about. They love it when I ask for this, okay? So it's not even an additional burden upon the people making the fucking shit, all right? Now, if I were to ask for it, I asked them which ones they don't like, and they said they don't like when people ask for it mustard fried. Because then...
Mustard fried?
Yes, which I didn't even know that was a thing until they told me that, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And basically what you gotta do is you gotta take the burger and you slather it in mustard before you do it, and then you fry it on the thing in the mustard, and then you gotta do it on both sides. So you gotta do it on one side, and then you gotta fucking spray it, and then you gotta do it again, and they said it's a pain in the ass to do. All right, now granted, I don't know a lot of people that work in In-N-Out, and this was just like one interaction I had, so maybe they were lying to me, but...
No, that sounds real.
This is what they told me. And so they said, that's a pain in the ass. Also,
you know what the funny thing is?
What?
And it's like slight variations of what the actual burger is, but that is additional work that they have to do for basically the same goddamn thing. Like to put mustard on both fucking sides.
And fry it on both sides.
And they don't charge any more for that.
No. And what's funny is... they tell me it tastes the exact fucking same. And they also told me that when you get it animal style, that they kind of do that anyways. And I'm like, oh, that sucks.
So it's like a placebo effect?
Yeah, it's like bullshit. Like, it's not even real. So...
you could also be a cheap bastard and just...
just give me 2 patties?
Yeah, just give me, give me an extra slice of cheese and... you know what? I'll take 4 spread with part of my order. I'll add the cheese myself, and I can make myself a nice animal fry without the additional cost. Like, just to be an asshole.
You could do that because they don't. Because you know what, In-N-Out is a good guy, and they don't charge you for spread. They just give it to you. The secret sauce. McDonald's, literally, those motherfuckers, those snitches at McDonald's. I bet that lady who snitched on fucking Luigi, I bet you she counted every fucking one and gave everybody the exact amount of sauce and charged you for the extras. All right?
You know,
that's terrible.
I think when it comes to reviewing bags, when it comes to McDonald's, they're the type of asshole that when they're, the manager's overseeing the person at the cash register that's handing the order, and they got fucking eagle eyes for that shit. They see an extra barbecue sauce and they got X-ray vision, and they're like, no. Remove that. Yeah, remove that. Remove
that extra barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
I saw you put 2. They only had a 10-piece. They get 1. And honestly, fucking 1 barbecue sauce isn't even enough. Because you want to know why? When you open the goddamn packet, it's only half full anyways.
Yeah, like the other half is on the fucking lid.
Yeah, and it's gone. It just oozes out when you fucking open it. So now I've got 10 nuggets that I get half a fucking pack of goddamn sauce. Fuck, why can't we go back to the days of just like
morbid obesity and getting
it's not
copious amounts of sauce?
It's not even about the obesity. It's about the charging me money for it.
Yeah.
People will still pay for the extra sauce to be just as obese. Okay?
Oh my God. Okay, so I don't know if this is a thing because I haven't been to Taco Bell in ages, but you remember how before you could just go walk up to one of it wasn't where the cash registers were, but maybe it was
where the napkins and shit were. You get sauces. They had the buckets of sauce.
Yes, they had numerous. Now you actually have to ask for that shit.
That's terrible.
I don't know. That's a bad sign when
it's a bad sign.
When we're years removed from just being able to grab copious amounts of sauce that we could even take home. Because that's one thing I did for sure was I would grab a handful of Taco Bell hot sauce.
Yep.
And I would put it on, pizza.
Oh, dude, I remember when they came out with the fire sauce, I literally would go into Taco Bell just to like order a taco, and then I'd grab the entire bucket and stick it in my bag and then walk out. And now, granted, maybe that's the reason why they stopped doing that, because everybody's doing that. But I will say, I have not been to Taco Bell. I don't remember the last time I've been to Taco Bell.
It's not good.
It's not?
No, like...
It's not like we remember it?
No, I think it's... I don't know.
When was the last time you had it?
I don't know. Probably a year ago or 2 or more.
Okay, well, that's probably about when I had it. So why don't we get Taco Bell next week for our cheat meal?
I don't know. I think you're going to be severely disappointed, especially when they only give you like 2. Because when you ask for mild sauce or whatever, they give you 2 packets for basically your entire order.
Well, all right. I also, because now they sell it at the store. So like I buy it in the bottles now because I haven't been to Taco Bell in forever, but I put that on everything because it's 0 calories.
I don't know. I think the microplastics really adds to the flavor, and I don't know if I like glass.
You might be right. You might be right.
I need it straight from the source, man.
Yeah, I need it from the tap.
Oh man. Yeah. So that's the In-N-Out order. That was something of being problematic to me, but
okay, let me ask you this. Was it problematic because you just didn't want to say all this extra shit to the person?
Yes, I don't want to do that. I'm like, and I know it's not really an inconvenience to the fucking employees because they're the ones getting paid to do this, but it's like, it's such a hassle. Like all I really wanted you to say was, hey man, I want 2 double doubles and animal fries. Like that's all I wanted to hear. And then you're like, no, I want raw onion.
Okay, first of all, then don't ask me what I want. Just show up with shit, and I'm not gonna say no to it. So next time, don't even tell me you're going.
Next time, yeah, maybe.
Listen, I'll eat 2 double doubles.
Now I know what.
If you get the buns, don't get me fries. That's all the bottom line is. All right, don't get me fries if you want to get the buns.
All right.
You could have ordered 4 double doubles animal style, and showed up with that, and 2 for me, and I'd have been like, oh yeah, I'll eat that. Just like the other day. All right, when you went to fucking Miguel's, when you showed up with this extra burrito, you didn't tell me shit. You went to Miguel's, you just showed up with an extra burrito. All right, cool. I ate it. If you would have asked me previously what my order would have been, I would have told you, give me a garbage burrito. I want it with the shredded chicken, extra avocado.
See, that would have been too much. That would have been too much work. Like I would have said, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
but you just show up with shit. I'm not gonna turn it down.
All right, that's fair.
So if
it's just gonna be a fun bag, it's just like
yeah, that's fine.
I'm just gonna show up with like a paper bag with a question mark. Like, here you go.
Well, I guess I'll get what I get. Yeah. You should just, when you go in there, just be like, hey, whatever you got that people didn't actually pick up, just give me a bag of that.
Yeah,
like, I'll just take it. Like, just charge me $6. I'll take the whole thing.
Yeah. All right, so now to the main point of the episode was, what was it? Getting back on track and what other bullshit?
And then my internet trolling.
Okay,
so getting back on track, I will say, man, this is an addiction, man. Food is a fucking addiction. Like, I am like a crackhead now, and it's gonna be a bitch again to fucking undo this because
the damage.
Yeah. Falling off the wagon, it was fucked. Now I understand people when they go to rehab, why they fucking have to literally, it's so hard to go get back on the wagon again.
Yeah.
And like, dude, last week they brought in, okay, this is what I ate. This was my diet for the last 6 fucking days. It's been, here, I'll fucking read it to you because I have it on Chronometer because I track it. I track every fucking thing that goes into my body when I go into this fucking mode. All right, so.
How many calories is fucking a protein style?
I have no fucking idea because on cheat day I don't track calories.
Oh, okay, all right.
Because the purpose of it is to ensure that I just go over by like, I need to go over by like 600 to 700 calories, which I kind of know what I ate today. So like, I probably went over about 400 to 500 calories because I think the 2 double doubles, I think that's like fucking 1,200 or fucking 1,500 calories just right there.
Yeah, I mean it's meat, lettuce, tomato.
It's the meat. The meat, I think in each one, the 2 meat patties are like 400 calories a piece.
Yeah.
Or I mean each for each burger.
Yeah.
The cheese is like I think 100 calories a slice. So you're already looking at 600 calories each one just with that. The lettuce, the tomato, and the thing are like inconsequential for calories. They basically amount to like under 100.
Yeah, but what about the sauce, the mayo?
Yeah, well, that's the other thing is the sauce is like probably each one of those packets was probably like 250 calories. So with that and the ice cream that I ate earlier today, I definitely hit around like probably 2,600 calories, which I'm generally consuming about, well, right now 1,911 calories is what I'm consuming. What I've consumed for the last 6 days.
Yeah,
which my actual calories I'm supposed to be eating are 2,653. So I am in a
calorie deficit.
I am in like a 700 calorie deficit. All right, consistently every day. So what I ended up, what I would eat is for breakfast, 2 fucking hard boiled eggs, 2 Greek yogurts. Okay, that's breakfast. Lunch, Premier Protein 1 carton, and what I do is I mix it in. I put in another, because I think they're 8 ounces. So I put in another 12 ounces of almond milk, sugar-free almond milk. And I mix in a tablespoon of coffee. And I just make it a drink. So you get the caffeine and you get your fucking, your protein, right? And all in all, the drink's under 200 calories for a 24 ounce, which is basically a large at Starbucks. You ain't getting no large at Starbucks for under fucking 200 calories. That's like 900 calories if you make that drink at Starbucks, right? So you get that. Then for dinner, 200 grams of Atlantic salmon, 400 grams of chicken thighs, 250 grams of New York strip steak, and I've been alternating between 200 grams of broccoli florets and basically 200 grams of spinach. Thereabouts, roughly. It has, because the spinach is inconsequential in terms of calories. Really, so is the broccoli. 200 grams of that shit of broccoli is 58 fucking calories. So it's basically nothing. But it's got all the soluble and insoluble fiber, which helps you not get constipated when you're eating fucking a high protein meat diet, right? That was the mistake that I learned from the first time of doing carnivore, is that you simply just cannot do meat, cheese, egg, whatever, milk. Like, you just cannot do it because there are no fucking vitamins in any of that shit. And you become vitamin deficient real fucking quick. And if you also, you're not eating any fucking fiber at all. So your shits are going to be fucking horrific. And not in the sense of like they're going to smell. I mean, yeah, your farts are fucking bad. But your shits are going to be solid logs that are hard to get out. And
ripping your asshole.
Yes, and you're bleeding every single fucking time. Like, there's no chance that you're not, right? And that's just, and again, everyone's different, but that's how my body reacted. I feel like I do much better because I also tried doing the reverse, like the Dave Mincer fucking high carb, high protein kind of like diet, where instead of you just did high carbs and whatever. That does not work for me. I don't do very well on that diet. I feel like I don't do good on it. I do well on a high protein diet. Fats kind of like medium-ish, maybe a little higher than they should be, but kind of middle of the road fats. No carb, like minimal carbs. The amount of carbs that I eat in a day is 15 on this diet. I eat 15 carbs a day. It's 239 grams of protein, 95 grams of fat. All right. That diet works for me. This is what works, especially last time with the fucking carnivore shit. That shit was terrible with not being able to shit. And it literally, I would go like a week to 10 days without shitting. And when I would shit, it would be a multi-hour affair of just trying to like push straining. The shit out. Yeah. And when it came out, it would be like, like when when a lady's giving birth and they have to push in multiple things, like the head's coming out and then they push and it comes out a little more and they push and it comes out a little more. That's what shitting was like. And it would take hours where like a piece of the shit is hanging out of my asshole and there's like, it's just dripping shit all out of it. You can't get up and you can't leave. You can't just go put it back in. It's got to come out. And so then you're sitting there just slowly pushing it out.
Oh, fuck, put it back in.
Yeah, basically. And then eventually, once you reach the apex of the, I call it the critical mass, where when there's enough weight hanging out of your asshole that gravity just takes and pulls the rest of it out.
Yeah.
That's when you finally shit the rest of it out. And also, those shits would be, I mean, I'm kidding you not, a solid log, probably like, I don't know, 4 inches wide. And like, I'm talking like 12 to 15 inches long. I mean, like huge solid shits that I would physically have to put gloves on and break the shit apart to get it to flush. That's how big it was. And it's like, that's not good for you. So again, that's how my body reacts on the full only carnivore. I can't do it. So this is like a modified version of carnivore, I guess. It's not true carnivore. And anybody who tells me I'm wrong, go fuck yourself, because diet is something that, and nutrition is something that everyone is physically different when it comes to that. Everybody absorbs shit differently. There's some assholes that are lactose intolerant that can't eat fucking lactose things. So their diet, obviously, by nature, has to be different than everybody else's.
Or
right?
gluten.
Or there's people that have gluten intolerances. So like, everybody's different. Everybody's fucking different. So what you find works for you, do it. But back to my original point. That's what I ate this week, right? Every fucking day for 6 days. That's what I ate. And then cheat day was, well, yesterday now. And I fucking did whatever. But now today it's back on this fucking wagon again. And one of the things like last week that was hard at work, man, because it's December. They fucking brought in these fucking trays of fresh brownies, cookies.
Of course, it starts when you're doing this shit.
Yeah, of course. But this is the problem. Like this is when I really truly realized this is an addiction, man. Like it's like I am like a crackhead looking at. It was so fucking difficult to not eat one of those, and I'm like, all right, man. Like literally, I had conversations with myself, staring at the thing, like, all right, what if I just took a bite? Like, is that big of a deal? Like, I'll track it on here, or whatever. Maybe I'll eat a little bit less meat. Like, that shouldn't be that big of a deal. If I just took one bite and then I'm like, no, wait a minute. If you fucking take one bite, you're going to eat the whole goddamn tray. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I probably am going to fucking do that. So then I sit there and say, okay, maybe I'll just fucking, maybe I'll not do it. Maybe I'll just walk out and I'll walk out. And then obviously I never really have to go back in there to fill up my water jug or something again. And I'm like, oh man, one bite couldn't be hard again. Like, you'd be fine. Every couple hours, I'm just like, and I have to fight that urge off every single time. And it's not like it just goes away. It actually gets worse and worse as it goes on, till eventually I picked one up out of the thing and I looked at it and I was like, man, I just one bite of this brownie. And then I'm like, nah. So what did I do? Instead of being an asshole and putting it back, I was an asshole and said, if I can't have it, no one can. So I threw it in the trash. But,
I licked it.
no licking, because that would have been the same thing as eating it. So no licking, no nothing, threw it straight in the trash. And then, that's that. But it's so fucking hard to like open the cupboard and look and go like, oh my God, if I just could have a fucking Cheeto puff right now, or if I could just eat a fucking whatever. Now, one of the things that has been helping is if I absolutely know I'm going to be like, oh, I'm going to go eat a fucking Oreo right now, just take a shot of the whipped cream. Just take a shot of whipped cream. It's like 15 calories for like 2 tablespoons. There's like no sugar. It's, one squirt's about 2 tablespoons. So I just count that as it. And it's like, okay, get a taste and then you go back. But it's been hard, man. And it's going to be fucking difficult. Today, eating that ice cream that I ate earlier, I almost nutted in my fucking pants, man. Like, and also another thing is doing this thing. And I'm hoping I can maybe kick the food thing by January, but it's not going to happen because
we have Christmas.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Like, my cheat days are going to be filled with and I'm probably going to end up fucking up and having more cheat days.
Starting over again.
And just starting over in January. And that's going to be hard because then I'm also going to be not jerking off. So I'm going to have 2 addictions to just be maybe fighting 2 addictions at the same time will cancel each other out. And then I just won't even feel it. Maybe that's what'll happen.
Maybe. I mean, I just keep telling myself, I'm like, do you want to do what everybody else is already doing? Which is consuming copious amounts of food, unhealthy food. Masturbating.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Okay, let's just look at our peer group, people that we know. All of them are just consuming and masturbating.
We don't know anybody.
What I'm saying, the people that we knew, all right, like they're just the reason why we don't know them anymore is because all they were doing was consuming and masturbating. All right, so those people are still doing the same thing. We've at least spent the last year and a half doing something different, and now I think it's time to make the transformation complete.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's why we're doing this starting in January.
Yeah, the process has already been in motion with getting physically fit, and also with this shit. I want it to coincide with the success of Game Rage. And yeah, I mean, fuck. Am I gonna make a bad choice of eating junk food on more than one occasion in a week? Probably, especially for this coming days of holidays or whatever. Yeah. Which is fine. I mean, whatever. At least I got the ball rolling and doing push-ups, because that was the one thing I was really worried about, because it started around this time last year when we went to the WWE event. Mm-hmm. I'm like, nah, I don't feel like doing push-ups today.
And then that's when the downfall began.
Yeah, and it rolled out pretty much throughout 2024. And man, I'll tell you what, doing the first set of push-ups again, starting from ground zero with 5 push-ups, 12 sets for the first day, and my fucking arm was being atrophied, like having atrophied for the last 10 months or whatever amount of time that's passed by. Man, that shit sucks mad dick, because it's once again starting from, if I had just kept with it throughout 2024, who the fuck knows where I would be at this point. Maybe my chest would be a little bit flatter. Maybe my fucking abdomen would be a little flatter. maybe I wouldn't have love handles, maybe all that shit. But I didn't do that. So now I have to make up for starting from ground zero and doing that shit again. And yes, I plan to hopefully start. Well, hopefully is not the right word. Once again, start running because I need to get some cardio in there.
Yeah.
But man, it does feel good to start doing push-ups again and being physically active. I sound like a 30-minute PSA about physical activity, like when you hear about when you're a kid.
Yeah, we should really call up Tony Horton and see if he wants to come on the podcast and have him get his take on it.
Oh yeah,
but I don't know, man. It's the physical stuff's not that difficult for me because like I've just I don't know. I think having gone to like many things where they like yell at you and make you do physical training, like that's kind of numbed me to it. Like it's never been a big deal. Like it's never been that hard.
You're gonna PT until you fucking die.
Basically, yeah. So it's like I don't care. That's fine. I could just tune it out. You know what I'm saying? Like the physical portion. It's like autopilot. Like you go into this mode and you it's discipline, right?
Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. It's where it's second nature.
For me, it's the food thing.
The food part is yeah.
That's the hardest part for me. Because like even this year I wasn't consistently doing push-ups as I should have, but I would go on and off, and that was just because I was being a lazy asshole. And it's like when one thing goes, all of it eventually goes. And
that's when I was starting to get worried. When there was days where, well, there would be times when we wouldn't record shit. I'm like, oh fuck, this is in the back of my mind. I was thinking, oh fuck,
the rails are falling off.
If I'm already having a problem not following through on my obligations with food or doing physical activity.
Yep, this thing's next.
And then this thing's next. I'm like, oh fuck, it's all gonna fall apart. But luckily,
I will say that this thing actually was the only thing we did.
This is the only thing that we've done consistently.
It actually increased our productivity throughout the year. So I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
Did you think that last week when I was like, oh, we're not gonna record because my throat was legitimately fucked. Like I couldn't talk. Like I was like, oh, I need to rest. And
I've kind of let go of it. I think what I was thinking earlier on when we were doing this shit is like, I thought every week we were attempting to get to that point of the 10,000 hours. Like if you want to be proficient at something, that every week we had to do this and get our hours in to be proficient, and anytime that we had taken off for one reason or another. And that's why, like, when it came to some other thing happening, like an emergency or some other obligations coming up where we couldn't record, I would be a little bit agitated. I'm like, oh no, I'm still gonna find a way to record shit.
Yeah, or do something, yeah.
And now maybe it is a little bit problematic, but now I'm starting to have a relaxed mind, and maybe baby is part of it, that it's not really the volume of shit that we do. It's just we have to be consistent with it in some manner or another, whether it's one episode or 5 or 6 or 7, that it has to be shit that we're really interested in on a week-to-week basis, that we do it. But putting out 8 episodes, I mean, that's a luxury that we can do that. But I'm also like not even concerned about the number of episodes we do, as long as we think we made good shit for people to listen to. So I even like my mind is kind of relaxed on.
Yeah, me too. I mean, and I think that whole numbers thing really fucking brought that into perspective. Was it's like, all right, we were just putting out volume to try to reach numbers. Now that the numbers are all fuckery and it's like it was all a lie, or it is a lie now, who the fuck knows? But now it's just kind of okay, cool. Like now we can kind of focus on not trying to come up with shit, but also trying to then say, oh, let's make episodes about shit that we know will be good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's more of now looking at quantity or quality over quantity, I guess.
And it was always that, but then it also felt like to some degree, I mean, I didn't feel like this personally, but hitting our quota of 8 means that maybe we were reaching on some topics.
Yeah. No, I feel like we might have been a little bit on some of them.
It's okay. Like I'm cool with that, but that's the consistency that we have to put forth, that we're not going to be able to put home run episodes every goddamn week. Yeah.
Well, also, I mean, look at what's evolved just in the last like month. I mean, we haven't done any fucking comic episodes in like a month.
Yeah.
Or maybe even longer. And those were like the majority of the episodes we were doing, because we were popping out like we were popping 8 episodes a week just of that.
Yeah.
And not to say that I don't ever want to talk about comics again, but it's like, all right, we got the volume thing. It's like, I feel like those were just phone in. Like I said, those were like phone in easy fucking things because it's like, oh, we're just talking about this thing we just read and going through it. Like, it's like you don't have to come up with anything. Like, it's just we're just talking about this thing. It's kind of easy, and I feel like maybe that got a little boring.
Yeah.
I don't know if the audience felt that way because I mean. The numbers did start to drop off, but that's because we stopped doing it. Or stopped doing it like that. So as much as we were doing it. So I don't know. I do like doing this shit better where it's like, cool, we actually talk about topics and shit that we want to talk about as opposed to like, oh, okay, like let's fucking review. God, I mean, shit, we've done, Christ, just of the comic one, I think we've done close to fucking 100 episodes. Just of the comic one, because I mean, shit, we were doing episode 20 something of like Hulk and fucking Daredevil. That's almost 50 right there. And then the 2 Darth Vader ones, we were getting up into the 20s. So it's like,
well, and also V for Vendetta.
Oh, that was another one, yeah. And then those other various little ones that we did. So
X-Men's.
Oh yeah, the X-Men's too. So yeah, I mean, not to say that it was like getting boring or whatever, but it just felt like it was time to like I don't feel like fucking with comics today. Like I don't know, this is fuck whatever. Yeah, I'm sure we'll eventually go back to doing those. Eventually, we'll go back to maybe those. I don't know, maybe we won't. Who the fuck knows? Maybe if we ever run out of shit to talk about, then we'll have to go back and do those again. I don't know. But I think we've been doing all right. I think we've made better episodes of this other stuff. I think we've made a higher number of good episodes since we stopped doing the comics ones or since we haven't been doing them. I don't know. I just feel like there's been more shit to talk about too lately. So I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, at any rate, I think we're looking good so far now. For 2025 is going to be a good year.
I don't know if it is or not, but I'm sure going to give it my fucking all.
Yeah, I think 2025 is going to be the year we make our first dollar. I think that's
our first dollar.
Yeah, I think 2025 is the year. It's the first dollar year. I think that's what happens.
Well, shit, man. I'd love to.
Because I didn't even get to my fucking internet shit talking. I already have people. I have people asking me where to buy things that I made. So I'm kind of like, maybe because this was that Ultra Guillotine poster that I made, and I'm like, that would be real easy to just print out and send to people. So like, maybe I put a link on the website and say, oh, you can go to GameRageMagazine.com here, you can buy it for $19.99 or whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's something to think about.
Yeah.
But especially while this CEO killing is hot. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's the jump on. But
hey, dude, fucking Nintendo Shop is putting Luigi's in the front of their store because
because it's hot right now.
Yeah, I mean, well, the Luigi Mangione thing.
Somebody said, "What a bad year for fucking Nintendo," and it just showed Diddy Kong and fucking Luigi.
Diddy.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Oh, fucking A, dude.
But anyways, I have been continuing my internet trolling this week.
So what are the highlights for this week?
I'll give you the highlights. The highlights were again continuing to fuck with the fake LA Knight fan that that has not blocked me for some reason, who keeps reposting Jesus shit, and now it's really starting to piss me off. So he reposted this thing that said, "If Jesus has blessed you today, type amen." So I responded into the comment.
Hail Satan.
Well, I went a little further. I said, "He blessed me with a full denial of healthcare costs. Thanks, Jesus. Wish he would have taught me about health insurance instead of all this fishing." So that was one that I got a lot of laughs on. Then there was this dude. There was this guy who posted this thing about the backstory of the CEO that got murdered, right, of United Healthcare. He wrote the whole backstory about his family and all this bullshit, right?
Okay, all right.
So I quote, backstory 0 out of 10. Super fake, super gay. Would not bang. Also, my brother did nothing wrong, end quote. It's a me, Mario. I got a shit ton on that one. I got a ton of fucking likes. It's got a ton of hearts on that one. Then the other highlight, Nissan, the company, posted like an ad, their corporate thing of this a picture of the new Frontier saying Nissan Frontier 2025. Where will you go? And I wrote in the comment, nowhere, because no one can afford it. That was pretty funny. Other people wrote like repair shop, the dealership service department. I wrote that. And then, there was another one. Okay, where this is another really good one, and you'll appreciate this one. There was this guy that was talking about the Dyatlov Pass incident that took place back in like the Soviet Russian days in like the 50s or 60s.
Okay.
Where these expert climbers went missing and ended up looking like they got murdered or some crazy shit. So this guy's going on this whole fucking like explanation about it. So then I just replied with, yeah, but how does this affect LeBron's legacy? So I was like, oh, I'll put this one for Adam.
Yeah, dude, that was like a classic because, you could stick that anywhere and people are like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Or this is the greatest shit ever.
Yeah, it works on like so many levels. And then there was a guy that was going on this whole thing about like, he's giving like advice for like being, I'm like a stock market guy and like, this is the stock, this and that. And I said, sure would be a shame if the stock market suffered some sort of catastrophic and unfortunate incident, wouldn't it? And then like all these, because he was saying all this shit about the stock market being like, oh, it's going to be up and everybody should throw your money into the stock market. If you're not putting money in the stock market, you're a poor. And it was basically like, yeah, sure would be a shame if something bad happened to that stock market.
Yeah.
Fucking cocksuckers.
So you could fucking rug these people.
Yeah, basically. And then there was another thing that I fucking said on TikTok, I think. Whoops.
Oh no, we're gonna be sent a cease and desist letter.
Fuck, whatever. There was let's see, that one. I said that one. What did I say on this one? Goddamn. Oh yeah, there was the one about I don't know if I said this one about the Toyota fucking put this thing saying their new prices for the 2025 4Runner, the basic model,
$75,000.
Well, the basic model that like doesn't even have air conditioning is $42,000. All right,
Jesus.
Like, the TRD Pro, which is like the middle of the road one, is like starts at $68,000. So I said, damn, people gonna start coming after auto CEOs if they don't get these prices under control. And that was another one that got a lot of good comments on it. And fucking those are pretty much the highlights. What do you call it? Oh, some guy replied to my fucking one comment. Man, people are replying to this comment about the thing. Anyways, but yeah, that was my internet trolling for the week, the highlights. I will be continuing to write ridiculous comments on things. I do want to do one because there was I want to say something about like, yeah, guys, but Jim Carrey only came back to Sonic 3 because he needed the money. Like, that's one that I want to throw into something.
Oh, yeah, he said...
Because he just did that in, like, an interview. He said, like, oh, I got to work with fucking Keanu Reeves, and he's like, but also, I just really needed the money. So, like, I want to just... Something that has nothing to do with that. And just throw it and be like, yeah, that's cool and all, but, like, you guys know Jim Carrey just came back to Sonic 3 for the money, right? It wasn't for the love of the role. Like that's my next one that I'm going to do. To something, I don't know what. That'll be my first one, and then I'll let you know how that one goes. And I haven't plotted out anything else yet, but we'll see where it goes. So, anyways, we got anything else to add?
No. If you're gonna tune into anything post this fucking episode, we're gonna be doing another fucking casting of famous movies. The best movies with the most ridiculous cast possible. Yeah. So be tuned in for that, and I think we're probably gonna have it released on Monday or something.
Yeah, that'll be on Monday coming out. Game Rage Movies and TV. We already did the first episode, which we did Star Wars and Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
What's the next one we're doing? We're doing Lord of the Rings. What's the other one?
Well, I just had Lord of the Rings.
We didn't pick the second one, huh?
No, I feel like
there's a lot of characters.
There's a lot of characters, so I felt like this was one that needs to be its own episode because I need to put some thought. I have some ideas for some of the roles. I just don't have probably like 60%. The rest of the cast like figured out. So what are you laughing at?
Here's a preview for those that.
Oh wait, what do you got?
Gandalf the Grey. Okay. Vern Troyer. Mini-me.
Vern Troyer? What
Mini-me
the
and
fuck?
Gandalf the Grey.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I just thought that'd be fucking hilarious.
Oh, man.
And terrible. That's what we're doing, right? We're making it ridiculous.
Fuck, man. Well, I would go with Snoop Dogg because he hits the pipe or the fuck.
See, that makes sense, all right?
Oh, it makes sense. All right.
Yeah, you want to go with something that's like totally fucking ridiculous. Like,
oh, shit,
that's why I was going for. So it's like, oh, he comes in, he's like, hey, Frodo, you son of a bitch. What the fuck are you doing here?
Fuck, I need to think of worse things for Gandalf now because Snoop Dogg is a little too...
That's a good one. That's like a good casting. Like, if they redid Lord of the Rings, I'd be like, oh, they should definitely put Snoop Dogg in that role. That'd be fucking legit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit on that one until...
Right. Well, that's a preview. That's a little preview for what we do on Game Rage movies and TV. Anyways, all right. Well, I guess that'll be the end of it. So go check out all of our shit at Game Rage Magazine on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Like, comment, follow, and subscribe. Also, Game Rage Mag on Twitter/X. You can follow Adam at All Gas No Trash Official on Instagram. And you can go check out substack.com/All Gas No Trash Official to see Adam's blog and hear him say very well thought out and really, it's almost like you ask an AI a question and Adam writes an article about it.
That's not exactly what I want to hear.
No, it's not like you get the AI to do it. It's like Adam is the AI. Like, he's got that level of dense information. He was like, it's like you ask the question like, why did Cosmica sign Bardo Martinez? And then Adam goes, well, you see, if you look at this and you look at these things, and this is probably how it's going to end up going, and it's probably going to be bad, and everybody's going to lose in the end.
Dude, I mean, I hope it doesn't come across as fucking dry.
No, I think it's entertaining.
All right. I'm just curious about that because, like I said, I don't qualify myself as a good fucking writer. I'm just doing this because there are things that I hate that I don't want to succeed.
Yeah.
And I need to get it out of me. I need to expel my demons on paper.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. If you've got hate in your heart, let it out.
Yeah. I don't want to say the other part.
You can't say the other part.
Yeah.
If you know what that's from, you get a gold star.
Yeah.
If you don't, then you're probably not old enough to even fucking smoke cigarettes. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. Well, that'll do it for us. Fuck. We'll catch you guys on the next one. This has been the Butt Fuck Nowhere Show. Thanks for listening. Don't forget, subscribe and like on Instagram and TikTok at Game Rage Magazine. Also on Twitter/X at Game Rage Mag. Also visit our website, www.GameRageMagazine.com, for a host of other podcasts and more. Thanks for listening.